You try to dim the sun, now, only when you think you are God himself. I am sure you have heard of this effort by Bill Gates to try and dim the sun. It's all over social media, and he's doing it to stem global warming. That is, in and of itself, a pretty big problem in that it could throw us into a global winter. But the underlying problem is even bigger if you can imagine it. That is, not believing in the one true God and thinking that you have to take on God-sized problems by yourself. We're going to discuss how the persecutions of the 70th week of Daniel in the future all stem from this type of mindset. And we're starting right now. First, let me say that I think Bill Gates' attempt to dim the sun actually comes from a pretty good place. I know you're probably surprised. I think he sees what he imagines as a problem. He believes mankind is heating up the globe, and he wants to do something about it using his creativity and vast wealth. That in and of itself isn't bad. However, taking irreversible action on the planet, something that affects everyone in every form of life, to solve a problem that might not even be a problem, well, that shows the type of mindset that is dangerous, and that is the bigger problem. So if you haven't heard, Bill Gates, a guy who made billions with corporate software, something that gave him amazing influence, is now trying to use that influence to overcome the problem of global warming. If the sun is heating up the world as he thinks, why not dim the sun with something called sun dimming technology that would reflect sunlight off the Earth's atmosphere, causing global cooling? He is supporting scientists who are considering spraying calcium carbonate dust into the upper atmosphere. This would be the ultimate type of chemtrails, by the way. Planes would fly at a very high altitude, thousands of them, and spray this reflective material, allowing less sunlight to hit the Earth. No, we're not kidding. He actually has gone on record supporting this sort of thing. And the problem, of course, is that you can't get it back. Once the calcium carbonate is up there, there is no type of vacuum cleaner to sweep it up if you've made a mistake. And let's say you create an ice age instead of simply cooling the Earth a few degrees. You can't turn it around. Earth was created by God, and he set the Earth at a precise distance from the sun. And the Earth was tilted at an exact angle to create the temperature and weather patterns that we have. It was the design of an infinite mind, which is God, that created a perfect setting in which to place his creation's life. However, if you have a naturalistic mindset that there is no God and that this creation we see occurred by random chance, well, then taking matters into your own hands probably seems like a pretty good idea. However, I don't think this is going to happen. The chance of these scientists getting permission from the world to do this kind of thing is about zero. I mean, it's an irreversible decision. One that you can't predict what the outcome is going to be or what the effect is going to be. You could end all life on the planet if you guess wrong. So, as we said, no one is going to approve that. That is, unless a one-world government forms and guys like these scientists and Gates are in charge. What does the Bible say about people who try to destroy the earth, intentionally or unintentionally? The time to reward your bondservants, the prophets and the saints, and those who fear your name, the small and the great, and to destroy those who destroy the earth. So God plans to punish those who destroy the earth. So obviously, things like that are happening in the end times. God's judgment on Mystery Babylon also contains a discussion about the rich merchants of the earth. And the light of a lamp will never shine in you again, and the voice of the groom and bride will never be heard in you again, for your merchants were the powerful people of the earth, because all the nations were deceived by your pharmaceutical sorcery. The word there is pharmakia, and in her was found the blood of the prophets and of saints, and of all who have been slaughtered on the earth. Here we're told Babylon's merchants, who are the billionaires, were the powerful people of the earth. And isn't that what we see right now? They can silence world leaders and take them off social media. They can oppose laws passed by duly elected legislators in opposition to the will of the people. And this is just the beginning. And we're told the Gentile nations were deceived by their pharmaceutical sorcery. Sounds very similar to what we are experiencing or might experience in the next few years, doesn't it? And the death of many on the earth is also attributed to them. This brings up again the real risk to the earth beyond just dimming the sun. And that is, if you are willing to undertake something as drastic as changing the climate on earth, what else are you willing to do? What if you desire infinite knowledge? Would you connect your mind to a supercomputer to gain that, and even require others to do so as well? What if you desire eternal life separate from God? Would you consider linking your mind to a supercomputer to, quote, live forever, unquote? There are multiple people in the billionaire class working on a mind-to-machine link right now, including Elon Musk. What if you think those who hold different opinions than you pose a risk to society? Would you consider reprogramming their thinking, or worse yet, eliminating them? We don't know. There are no public statements by anyone in the billionaire class about genocide. However, someday a man will come on the scene, the Antichrist, and he will commit genocide. Everyone who doesn't worship him, he will eliminate. And it was given to him to give breath to the image of the beast, so that the image of the beast would even speak, and cause those who do not worship the image of the beast to be killed. Everyone who doesn't worship it is killed. This is the same mindset that will require persons to take an inoculation or be banned from public events, maybe even from buying and selling. It is the naturalistic mindset that drives this sort of thing. And this mindset is rampant in our world today. We are not saying Gates or Musk or any one individual supports these things, other than what they have already, of course, publicly stated. However, the mindset is out there, a mindset that science, money, and power can give godlike powers to the few. As they say, absolute power corrupts absolutely, and this is exactly what the Bible tells us will happen with the Antichrist. He will acquire control of these scientific advancements that we're talking about and use them for his own designs, which are evil. You see, Mystery Babylon's merchants don't stay in charge forever. The beast and the 10 horns that support him take over. And the 10 horns which you saw in the beast, these will hate the prostitute and make her desolate and naked, and will eat her flesh and burn her up with fire. And when the beast takes over, he takes control of all the technology and schemes the merchants of Mystery Babylon have planned. So if you think things are bad now, or will be in the short-term future, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till the beast takes over this technology. But what these merchants are doing now is important, because it's what will be acquired by the beast and totally misused. However, the Bible also tells us that Jesus puts a swift end to all of that upon his return. And knowing that that's true, wouldn't it be a good idea to know what the 4 signs of Jesus' return are? Click right here to see the signs given to us by Jesus himself on when he will return. They might be different than you think. Quite a bit different. Till then, this is Nelson, and I'll see you there.